do much talking, Nina pop out cause she likes speed. Chopper hit like hell sweeps, bitch I feel like Jen.
Sure, every man's entitled to their opinion. But I don't want to hear no more about.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I want to talk about fighting styles that we can possibly see, character archetypes that we can possibly see going forward. Before I get too deep into that discussion, I recently set up my PlayStation 5. I made an account. The whole reason I got the PlayStation 5 is because I want to play God of War Ragnarok, and I also want to try Horizon Zero Dawn Wild West, or whatever it's called. But I wanted to try those two games, but I got swindled into getting Call of Duty Vanguard by my friend, so now I'm playing that on the PlayStation 5. But something I was thinking about whether or not I should buy Tekken on the PlayStation 5 and serve you guys, because I be serving a lot of people on Xbox, and I can only imagine the amount of people I would body on PlayStation. I don't know. I'm interested to see what you guys say in the comments, whether I should or I should not. I was thinking about waiting until it goes on sale or something like that. Who knows? Maybe the legacy bundle that they just revealed, maybe that's my calling. That's for me, right? You get 12 DLC, or you get 8 DLC characters. You get the base roster. Maybe I will get that. Who knows? But let's continue on with the discussion for this topic. Character archetypes and fighting styles. Now, I made 2 videos like this in the past. One, I was talking about just the possibilities of what the final character will be in Season 5. Now, I know a lot of people say Season 5 isn't coming, give it a rest, but no resting, no sleeping. I think Season 5 will come. If it doesn't come by the end of the year, then I'll stop. Who knows, maybe I won't. But the first video I did was about DLC character possibilities, just sort of looking at other games, looking at things on the internet to try and figure out what we're missing in Tekken 7, because that's the thing. If they're going to add in a new character, it has to be something new. It has to be something different, right? And it's very hard to do that when you have 51 different characters and fighting styles already. It's very, very difficult to add in something fresh, which is why I always say give us a monster character. I know people say, oh my god, good thing you're not making a game, because I don't want monsters. I don't want some, beasts that look like they from, Greek mythology or something like that. But, I do. The other video I was talking about is about new martial arts fighting styles. Now, in this video, I was discussing a poll that was from the Tekken subreddit, and I was just talking about the different fighting styles that are not in Tekken 7 as of yet, right? Krav Maga is a big one, and I was saying how they should give us either a Tekken 4 soldier or Zoe, which is the female Tekken 4 soldier. It's already, just from the little information we know about her, Harada has said that her fighting style, if she ever is put into the game, will be Krav Maga. So I don't know if they'll use that for another character, who knows, right? But what I want to discuss in this video is, one, I want to focus on the praying mantis kung fu style, but in doing research for that, I found the original poll that the Tekken developers did for, I believe it was Tekken Revolution and Tekken 7. Basically what they did, they gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters, concepts to choose from, and whichever one won, whichever one had the most votes, is the one that they would use. Now, in the original poll, of course, the female vampire won. That female vampire is, I can't remember her name right now. I don't know why her name is slipping my mind. But you guys know who I'm talking about. The 2D female character in Tekken 7. I can't remember her name. But she won the poll, and they put her into the game. And all the other characters kind of got scrapped, or they got reused, right? Let's look at this list. It says, who did you vote for? Question mark. If you couldn't vote for some reason, who would have gotten your vote. So basically, this is saying if you weren't able to vote on the official voting sheet, on the official poll, vote on this one and let's see who you would have voted for. Now, the winner on this poll is the sexy female Tekken 4 soldier. I don't know how close the two was. Eliza, that's her name. I don't know how close Zoe and Eliza was. I believe Eliza was first place. I don't know who second place was, but I think Zoe was third place. So that is interesting how on this poll, Zoe wins and then Eliza is second place. So here's the thing, when you talk about Tekken 7 and when it was first being announced, teased, revealed, information and things coming out, they did a lot of stuff back on Facebook. The more I research Tekken 7, I see the farther back you go, Facebook was their main platform. Now they use Twitter, right? They use Twitter, Michael Murray, Harada, the Tekken developers, but back then they used Facebook. That is a completely different demographic. That is a completely different audience. What I think is very interesting about Facebook and Twitter, quick comparison between the two. Facebook, you cannot see what people are posting unless you have an account. But Twitter, I don't have a Twitter account, but I be all over Twitter just looking at tweets, looking at videos, looking at just everything, just doing research. And it really is crazy just how the two are different. But what I want to talk about is this list. So Shin Kamiya, I don't know who that is. Togu, I believe Togu, that's Lars, that's like Lars' second in command. So basically that would be kind of like a Tekken Force captain or something like that, which I have no problem with him being in like Tekken 8 or something like that. Really, I think if they are going to do Tekken Force soldier, captain, lieutenant, whatever, they should pick Zoe. One, because it's a female. Two, because if you pick another male, that would kind of be similar to Lars. Even though Lars isn't a Tekken Force soldier, he's Lars, right? He's a Mishima. But I think he is kind of the leader of all that. So you really don't want to make it too muddy and too sameish. And I think just using Zoe would be better. The next one is the Zombie Bride. Now, this Zombie Bride idea was reused into Nina's design, and it was very funny. I seen a video the other day where Eris was talking about how stupid it is that Nina has the Zombie Bride dress.
It's so stupid that Nina's portrait has a wedding dress on. This should have been the costume. Remember that? They made the wedding dress and it looked like Kill Bill. So now she's wearing a wedding dress in the character portrait. So weird. The dress is hot. Hey, alright, amigo.
Tekken 7, the decisions that they made did not age well. A lot of the decisions they made with characters, it may have been funny or it may have been cool 6-7 years ago, but now when you look at it, you're just like, why did they do that? A lot of the decisions they made did not age well, and it sucks, you know. The next one, a female Paul. Now, I heard Main Man Sweet talking a lot about this. You know, he wanted a female character that, you know, punches super hard, and, you know, Main Man Sweet, he makes all the noise. You know, he go kablam and wabam. You know, he does all that stuff, but that kind of is what Main Man Sweet wants and asks for, and we kind of got that in Lita. Lita is a hard-hitting female character, kind of similar to Paul Phoenix. The one thing Lita doesn't have that Paul Phoenix has is a death fist, but everything else they really kind of are similar. They even say the same things. They both say us or us, whatever it is. But what I want to focus on, a giant praying mantis. Now, when I seen this, I was like, yes, I need to talk about this in a video for two reasons. This goes back to the two videos I did. One video about martial arts fighting style, and then another video about character archetypes. I think a giant praying mantis could hit both of those. One, I think it would be just so odd, just so like crazy to have. Imagine if this was the winner. Imagine if Tekken 7 had a giant praying mantis in the game. It's just like, I think it would be cool to have the praying mantis kung fu fighting style. I have a comment here. This was pulled from the past video. Someone says, how about a praying mantis kung fu or traditional judo? I know Lei kind of has many different stances, and I think one of them is the praying mantis stand. I'm not sure, but I think to have a full-blown character based around that would be sick. And I think this really comes from me just liking sort of like the Japanese culture, right? Samurais is a very big focus on this channel. I main Yoshimitsu because he was the samurai, back in the day. Now he does really resemble a samurai, but he resembled a samurai. That's why I picked him. Japanese culture, kung fu culture, martial arts movies, Kung Fu Hustle. I know a lot of you guys may have seen that, but these sort of things is things that I grew up with and grew up watching, and I just think it would be really cool to see a praying mantis fighting style make it into the game. And what better way to do that than to give it to a giant praying mantis? Now, the one thing is that when we talk about the actual insect, the actual bug, there is some problems that come up. There is a lot of things there you would have to figure out, but basically what I'm saying is I think the praying mantis fighting style is cool, and I think this is a cool idea for us to get a monster or something odd, because I said it before, I'll say it again. If they give us a new original character, it has to be something that we do not have yet. We have everything. 51 characters in the game. I think the final character has to be something unique. It has to be, in order for me to play it, in order for me to buy it, because I'm not planning on buying any character that they release unless it's something that is really, really cool and unique. And if not, I'll pass, right? But I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. First off, if you were to pick one on this list, who would you pick? Of course, Zoe is highly requested, but I think my pick would probably fall to the giant praying mantis. I really don't know what the other ones are. I think, like I said, Togu's is the Tekken Force captain. Shin Kamiya, don't know who that is. Solomon, what is that, a giant snake or a giant fish? I don't know what that is. Average, run-of-the-mill old man. I think we have too many old men in the game. Why couldn't they put old women? That would have been dope. That's the thing. Let's talk about Kung Fu Hustle once again. There was a girl on Kung Fu Hustle. I think she like smoked a cigarette. Her hair was in like rollers. I'll try to put like a picture or a clip up of her. She was like a old woman, but she was like beast. She was like no jokes, no gimmicks, and she was just like, I would want something like that in Tekken. But the thing about the Japanese culture, once you get over 25, you're old, and I think that is just such a odd way of thinking. I did a video, one of my most, or the most popular video on this channel was a 16-second video that I did, just talking about, well, really it was just a meme video. Harada was reading the ages of Lily and Asuka. Lily was 16, Asuka was 17, and that really was just, it just blew everyone's mind. These characters have been in the game forever. Lily and Asuka, these characters have been in like 4 or 5 Tekken games, yet they are, children. It's crazy. It really is crazy. I seen one comment. I'll try to screenshot and put the comment so you guys can see it. But that comment said, Lily has been 16 for 10 years straight. I wish I could do that. And that really is the thing, I want to see these characters grow, evolve, change, and age. I don't want to see these characters stay the same forever. And yeah, I don't know, that's pretty much it. I was going to start talking about time skips and all that, but I have a video already on the channel about whether or not they should do a time skip in Tekken 8. And if you guys are watching all the way up until this point, one, I say thank you for watching all the way to this point, but two, I say you guys should go check that video out if you haven't seen it, because I think a time skip is very important and a time skip is very crucial. But that's all. I don't want to get too far away from the discussion today. Fighting styles, Praying Mantis, Kung Fu. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
They were warned, but sure, don't trust the one. Relax it.